Hi, Stinky Panda here, back with another video. So today it's a special one. I'm gonna show you on the division how to get easy and fast classified gear, exotic weapons. So we're at pier 93. We're gonna restock. Make sure we always have 5 medkits. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to get geared with this simple method. So we're gonna run in here. So when this round starts, you just throw your flame turret up there and you stand here. So we're a skill build, we have low survivability, so we really don't have to show ourselves. We just stand here, let our skills do the job for us. So one thing I will recommend you guys is get a weapon that does high damage for when we got EMP rounds and when the runners get to you. We need a weapon who can stand its own when our skills can do the thing. 90% of the time your skills are just gonna kill for you, but be sure to have a weapon that has high damage. I run talented, determined and ferocious to help my my build out even when I'm not shooting my gun. So you'll see I was explaining you my weapons and our skills just did a round for us, and that's gonna be 90% of this this ID. Just that your skills is gonna do the work, and you really just have to shoot the ones who get past it. I also recommend you to get a predatory on your secondary, just so that when you get a little bit down on health, you can take out your secondary, throw your seeker mines down, and if your seeker mines kill an enemy, you're gonna get that predatory proc like you see right there. Under my grenades, that's the sign that my predatory procs are up, and now I'm getting healed over time, even though I don't run any heals. So I would really recommend you get a secondary with predatory on it. So with how the build is run and created, you see it's at like half of its duration, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to keep it going even though you didn't refresh it. I'm gonna show you that next round though, because now we got an EMP round. So that's what I told you. EMP round, sadly your skills aren't gonna do most of the damage. So whenever the EMP is going on, just grab the weapon you chose that does a lot of damage and use it. It's really the only time you really have to use your weapon. There we go. You don't have to grab the money, but I will. If you got the time, you can put like 1,000 in here, something, just to win some time when you actually have to buy the door. So I'm gonna show you it's at half of its lifespan. So we would say, oh, I'm gonna reset it. but I'm gonna show you really don't have to. Thanks to the talent we chose, every time you kill an enemy, the timer is gonna reset on the turrets, and it's gonna keep being there for longer. So you see, every time I killed someone, the timer just resets and our turret stays alive. So why aren't we just running for the data breach is because this guide shows you how to get easy classified, and we need those coins, those money values, to open the weapon and armor caches. And if you just kill those enemies before going to the breach, they're gonna respawn every time over and over again. So every time you're gonna kill them, they're also gonna drop some coins. So you're gonna wanna farm this, just keep killing them, keep getting the coins, and when you're at around 1 minute, you can go open a door and run for the data breach. Mine is at 100 meters, so it's pretty close. So I can even wait for 40 seconds, 30 seconds, doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna do what's safe, and I'm just gonna head out when it's 1 minute. Really don't have to be scared about them, just go out. Use your medkits when you need them. So you see, I'm here and there's 30 seconds left, so I'm too early. That's why I said you can wait for longer if you want to, if you feel safe. The data breach also doesn't have to be done. You just have to be in the area before the timer runs out. So you just go for the breach, wait for the breach to be done. And once it's done, try and keep at least one alive. You can kill one of them. That's what I'm gonna do. Just kill off one of them. And then what you're gonna wanna do is just gather every coin you made. So everything we killed from the first part, we're just gonna gather up the coins. We don't have to be worried about the last one. There we go. So once you've gathered up all the coins, just go right in there. Buy this door off. And we're gonna be in the second spot where we're gonna stay for the remaining rounds. Don't worry about this, I just did a pre-run. So you also get loot from the bosses you kill, so that was loot from the last boss. And then around 11 I just let myself die so I can restart and do until round 11 again. And that's how I feel like you can make the the most out of your time and really get the quickest amount of gear. So now we're at round 5. This is gonna be the first boss wave. Really nothing scary about that. Just put your turret right up here, because if you put it on the ground, if there are big elite enemies, they can just kick it and it's gonna be dead in one shot. But if it's there, they're gonna have to shoot it, and because we have so much skill power, it's gonna be really hard for them to kill it. So just stand back, relax, let your skills do the thing. There you go. You really only have to show yourself to kill the enemies with the lightning above their head. They're the ones who are gonna cause a little bit of problems. So there you see I got a field proficiency. You also get those caches. Those are those. So you also get a chance to get classified and exotic out of those. So you really get a lot of things that makes it possible for you to get amazing loot. That's what I really love about this method. So the first boss is dead. I'm just gonna show you. That's his loot. I'm not gonna grab it yet because I don't really feel like it. So just head back there. You can reset if you want, but I just want to show that the talents really make it possible for you to just let it there and kill people so that it just gets his life span back. You're gonna see it grow normally. With every kill I make, it's just gonna get some duration on, and if you just keep on killing, it also counts for the fire damage kills itself. So every time the turret does a kill, it just keeps. If it dies, you have a flame turret ready for as soon as it goes, and you shouldn't be able to run out of flame turret duration anyway. Those ones really aren't a problem, just more annoying than anything else. So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna kill it. Just so that the video isn't too long. There we go. So it's really simple to do. So as a quick recap, just put your flame turret up there. Seeker mine whenever you want. If you need the healing instead of the seeker mine, go ahead and do it. You're gonna be safer because you're gonna have the healing. It's gonna take a little bit more time because you will have less damage, of course. If you need a quick healing and you don't run healing, use your predatory stacks for when your seeker mine is gonna kill someone, or if you can finish off someone by shooting them. Get a weapon where you can use it and dish out damage for when there's EMP waves or rushers. And that's really it. Enjoy the rewards, I'd say. I'm gonna show you how to do it until round 10. You can go until round 15 if you want to, but I would recommend you to go to round 10 and just open up all the boxes you can and just restart, go to round 10 again, and so forth and so forth. That's really what I would recommend you do. So once you come to wave 8, you realize it's another data breach. Same thing, just put down your turret, do as much killing as you can, and once there's a minute left, just head out and go for the data breach. You really want to max out the amount of kills you get before round 10, just so you can open as many caches as you want. Those with the lightning are the ones you want to be careful about, just because they can get really up close and personal and really do some nasty damage. You really aren't tanky at all, so they can't really do a lot of damage. That's one bullet he just hit me with, and that did a lot of damage already. So just kill them off right as they come. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, it's more just you need to concentrate for a second. But you shouldn't have any problem. So just get your predatory stacks. If you feel like it, just throw some grenades just to keep you busy. So you see, they just hit me for a lot of damage. So right, it's close to 1 minute. I'm just gonna run out of there. He just shocked me with a lot of luck. When you see this, you can also destroy it to get some healing back. Don't be scared when you get at low health, because you got your ultimate. It's really gonna save your life more than once. You're also a skill build, so our ultimate is gonna come back way faster than normal. So once you get here, just put down your turret like you did before and hide somewhere. Once the data breach is done, just go ahead and destroy your turret so it doesn't kill more. Grab everything you can. If you realized you've spent a lot of medkits to survive this, that's normal. Just buy a new one. Medkits are way too important. Just go ahead. And you realize, even when I'm in sticky situations where I have to run for the data breach and a lot of enemies are shooting me with my low toughness, we don't really run into problems because we got our ultimate that is gonna save us when we take lethal damage. We got our medkits. And we got our predatory proc. So contamination, when you get in your contamination, just go for the support station, go for the healing instead of the seeker mine, and just do exactly the same thing as you did before. Just put down the healing and you wouldn't have any problem. So just do exactly the same thing. Wait for them to come. So there's already one boss that is down. Now you keep one alive again, you get everything you can. So this is the loot you get from the bosses. So you're gonna want to open those doors, and then you're free to spend everything in this one. I don't really know why it's not working. So the servers went offline, that's why I couldn't open the boxes. But you get the point. I would have opened at least 2 to 3 boxes. That would mean a lot of loot, so thanks Division. Welcome to the core of this guide. I'm gonna show you the exact build I used. There are plenty of other builds that make it possible. You can run a 6-piece fire quest if you want. But I'm gonna show you exactly how my build looks like. And my build looks like this. So we got a 2-piece fire quest. Thanks to the ninja bike backpack we can get a 3-piece. So on my body armor I got electronics. Everything is stacked electronics. We got health rules, skill haste, and ammo capacity. Health and ammo capacity you can go with whatever you want, because you're not gonna shoot that much. And health, if you don't show yourself that much, you don't really need it. I just like to have it in case, but it's preference. Skill haste, you really want your skill to come back as fast as possible. Your survivor link, those skills are gonna come back way faster if you go skill haste. So I think that's really important to have. Then I go for mods, electronics, and skill power in almost everything. Knee pads, also Firecrest, electronics. I got exotic damage resilience, but you can really do whatever you want with it. This piece isn't classified yet, that's why I didn't bother changing it. We got also electronic mods and skill power, and as performance mods we got turret damage. So you can go for turret duration if you want to, but I don't feel like that's needed. I go for the pure damage. You can also go for some help of your other skill. So I run Seeker Mine, I could go for Seeker Mine damage if I want to, but I don't feel like that's too much of a difference. The other piece is Tactician. So we run a 3-piece Tactician, but thanks to the ninja backpack, once again, we got the set bonus 4 as well. Set bonus 2 gives us 15% skill haste. So I already explained why skill haste is so important, and we get 15%. That's huge. Then we got our set bonus 3 is 10% skill power. Yet again, that's huge. That's amazing. So set bonus 4, every bullet you hit enemies with adds 1% bonus skill power. So every bullet that I'm gonna hit my enemies, I'm gonna get 1% bonus skill power up to 30%. That's amazing, because if you're gonna kill, well, not even kill someone, but if you're gonna hit 30 bullets, your flame turret is gonna be so much stronger. Your seeker mine, your health boost, everything is gonna be so much stronger. It's amazing to have. So on my mask I got electronics and damage to elites. I didn't get a better one than this one, so when I get a better one I'm gonna go for enemy armor damage in the major attributes instead of critical hit chance, because the critical hit chance does literally nothing for me at this point. But you have to do with what you have. Just to keep in mind, you don't need classified to get this build, but it helps out because the rolls are just higher and you can reroll more. But you really don't need it. So the bread and butter of this build is the ninja backpack. It helps us get the 3-piece fire quest while we only have 2 pieces, and the 4-piece tactician while we only have 3 pieces of those. So just like I said, slots in with any equipped gear set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses for multiple sets simultaneously, and it cannot unlock 6 or 5 piece gear slots, but we don't go for this. So it's firearms rolled onto the backpack. That's literally the only one, and I'm gonna explain you why. It's so that we can get our talents determined. That's literally the only reason why we have firearms on there, just because I think determined is such an amazing talent to have, and I feel like it's definitely worth it. You can go with stamina if you feel like you need some more survivability, or you go all out and you put it in electronics. That's also fine. It's whatever you prefer. If you don't run determined as a talent, just feel free to put it wherever you want. We have skill power and ammo capacity. Mods are the same. Performance mod, turret damage once again. The gloves, we have 9 skill power, 9 skill haste, my bad, enemy armor damage, and then 12 assault rifle damage to help me when we get those AMP rounds and the runners, so that my weapon does more damage. If you run a LMG, go for LMG damage. SMG, go for LMG damage, so forth and so forth. We also got electronics on here. And then last but not least, we got our holster with 7% skill haste, and of course max attributes and everything. So now that I showed you the armor, let's go towards the weapons. So as my primary, I run the Urban MDR with talented. Killing a target with this weapon increases skill power by 15%. That also counts with seeker mines. So if your seeker mine kills someone while you have your weapon out, you're gonna get 15% more skill power. What's amazing. Got the Determined down here as well, and the exotic perk. your damage is increased by 18% against targets with status effects. So when our flame turret is gonna burn an enemy, you're gonna get 18% more damage to that target. So it's really helpful when you need to finish someone off. Then the weapon we're gonna use the most to stack up our tactician is this one, again with talented, determined, and we got ferocious in the last slot. So when I'm gonna shoot someone, I'm gonna use this one to get the bonus. If I'm just gonna use my skills, I'm gonna get this one for ferocious, so my skills also does 10% more damage to elite and named enemies. You can run the house if you feel like it instead of the light weapon 4. You can run the big Alejandro. That's personal preference. You just need a weapon that can kill people when they get too close to you or when the EMP rounds are there. You need a reliable gun that can kill people when your flame turret or your other skill can't really do it at the time for whatever reason. So I like to run the light with M4 because you also have the plus 24% enemy armor damage. That also really helps shred the enemies with your skills. The secondary doesn't really matter what's on there, but I would really recommend you get the predatory on there because you will see it in the when I actually do the run. Once you get low or you need that little health boost, because we don't run a healing station or anything like that, when you kill someone while this weapon is out with your Seeker Mine of any witch skill, you're gonna get the predatory proc for 20 seconds and you're gonna regenerate your health back and back and back, and that's really helpful. It might seem as a little thing, but it's actually a big deal to have it. So in abilities we run, of course, the flame turret. It's really the core of this build. It's really what's gonna make or break it. It's real tanky, it does a lot of damage, and you shouldn't run out of it. Once you put it down, when they destroy it, you should already have a new one ready to go. I run the cluster seeker mine just to help dish out damage so that my flame turret or myself can finish off the enemies faster. You can go for the sticky bomb if you want to. You can go for first aid if you feel like you need more health. If you don't feel confident enough to run without healing, go for the first aid, go for the support station. That's really preference. The special ability, you should always go for the recover link. Always. Because we don't have a heal, so when we get low, we need to rely on medkits or predatory, like I said. And when you take lethal damage, the recover link will boost you, will give you 40% instant heal, plus it will give you heal over time and will save you so many times. It's also way shorter cooldown because we have a lot of skill power, plus the determined talent will also reduce the cooldown of your ultimate ability. So you will almost always have the recover link ready to pop when you get low. So it's really a must have. In the talents we run critical save, use a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. That's just really good to have when you're in that sticky situation. You pop your medkit, you take 20% less damage. Then this one is a really important one, kill a hostile while any skill is deployed to extend an active skill's duration by 10%. So when we put our flame turret down, it's gonna deplete the duration, of course. It's not gonna be there forever. What this does is that every time you kill someone, the duration will be up for 10% more. So every time you kill someone, your flame turret is gonna stay there, and it's really possible to keep your flame turret up there for 2 to 3 rounds if you really want to stretch it. But this one is really great. You don't really want to spend time thinking about keeping your flame turret up, and that's really gonna help you do that. So we got wildfire. You can change this one if you want. It's not really too important. But applying burn to any target triggers a 30% chance for each target in 10-meter radius. So when my flame turret is gonna burn an enemy, there's 30% chance that it's gonna burn the target right next to it and more. So it's just crowd control, just to keep it closer to you so that they stay as far possible and they burn way easier. We got chain reaction. That's because I run the seeker mine. If you run the sticky bomb, that's also great. Damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply 20% more damage from the blast. So when my seeker mine or my sticky bomb are gonna hit more than one target, it's gonna do 20% more damage, and that's almost always the case. You're almost always gonna hit more than 2 targets, so they're all gonna take 20% more damage. So I hope it was a little bit clear. I hope the guide was good. You'll see, you'll get your gear in no time. I think it's a really great build. If there's anything new about this build that I found out or that you want to share it in the comments down below. If I find something new, I'll share it in my comments. I'll show you what I changed. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys get all the classified, all the exotics, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Ciao ciao.